Listen to the sounds of the times, straight up from the source. New Music Fridays. Tune in for your dose of fresh beats. Only here on Radyo-Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Checking out the latest happenings in, around, and beyond Katipunan. This is the Katipunan Roundup.
ASHS and Ateneo is inviting youth leaders to Globify, a cross-cultural conference happening this February 19 to 20. Globify is a virtual space where driven and passionate young leaders can interact with an international community from the comfort of their own homes. More than 200 youth leaders from all over the world will be connecting virtually in this two-day conference. We learn what cross-cultural understanding means with ASHS. Together, let's redefine and challenge the idea that remote means alone. For more opportunities to grow as a leader, reach out to them on their Facebook page, ASHS in the Philippines, or connect with them through pr.isaacateneo@gmail.com.
The voice of the Blue Eagle. Radyo-Katipunan 87.9.
Checking out the latest happenings in, around, and beyond Katipunan. This is the Katipunan Roundup.
Extend your reach beyond time. Be primed to witness innovations through the generations as the Philippine Junior Marketing Association, or PJMA, proudly brings One Big Idea nationwide. The Great Reset to Innovative Trends in the New Millennium, happening on February 27, 2022 from 1 to 4 p.m., which will be live-streamed in a private Facebook group. Don't miss this groundbreaking venture by registering at bit.ly/OneBigIdea2022. For inquiries and concerns, please contact Mr. Gabriel Dulay at 0930-573-4494 or email at chapters.pjma@gmail.com.
The voice of the Blue Eagle. Radyo-Katipunan 87.9. Radyo-Katipunan. News, insights, inspiration. Radyo-Katipunan. Down from the hill and down to the world. Radyo-Katipunan. The voice of the Blue Eagle.
Blue Eagle, kami di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpa at tama. Buhay Atenista, sa loob sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng eskwela.
In light of the recent lockdowns due to the COVID-19 pandemic, all upcoming episodes of Seniors on Air Radio are pre-recorded. This ensures that the production of our episodes can continue, while at the same time ensuring the safety of our hosts and interviewees, as well as giving our technical team enough space to maneuver within the technological limits that we have to face. We certainly can't wait to see you again live from our radio station. Until then, come fly with us at the safety of our own homes and enjoy the episode.
Are you feeling sore? We can make that better. Tune in to the Ateneo Senior High School's first radio program, SOAR, the Seniors on Air Radio. Don't change that channel yet, because SOAR is ready to put the you in you. SOAR, Seniors on Air, here on radyo-katipunan 87.9 FM.
How's it, Soaring Eagles? Welcome back to another episode of Seniors on Air Radio. I'm DJ EJ.
And I'm DJ Navis, back after a long time.
And hello everyone, I'm DJ Han, a special host for today's SOAR Special.
This week, we're excited to present the second installment of Mr. DJ, Can I Make a Request? Entitled Mr. DJ, Can I Make a Request? Again. This time in partnership with the Humes Council for the project Humes Sa'kin Ka Na Lang. Shout out to APCO 2020 to 2021 and the Humes Council. Woo!
Congrats!
Let's go!
Yes. Okay, so Ace and Nate, what do we have planned for today?
So, a few weeks ago, we sent out a Google form asking for your right person, wrong timing experiences, or about a discontinued relationship that you may or may not feel relief about in retrospect.
Mm-hmm.
Tama. So we've taken note of your responses, all your responses, and today we will read and react to them.
Ano yan? How do we guys feel? I'm so
Like,
excited for
I'm
this.
so excited. I don't know, feel ko,
Yes.
baka umiyak ako. But
Di mo sure?
di ko
Okay.
sure. Yes.
But before we start, I have something to confess. I don't really understand the concept of romantic love. Like how people get into relationships organically, or how two people who like each other know that they like each other. Like, what? Tapos, isn't it somewhat like rare for the person you like you back? I generally feel a distance from the concept of love.
Grabe namang spill yan. Ang haba. But I feel you. Like, I really feel you. It's really it's difficult to like someone in that sense that you will, likely feel this uncertainty about how they feel. But, is it always nice to look kindly onto a certain someone though? Like, makilig ka at some point.
True, but I simply can't relate to it, How about you, Ate Ichay? What do you think?
Well, in my opinion, relationships are exciting. However, maintaining a healthy relationship requires effort. It also needs reciprocation. But with all that, balik na nga tayo sa prompt natin.
Oo nga, Ace. Basahin mo na nga yung first story natin.
Pasensya na sa intermission. So, here is our first story. Adam writes, there was this one time I dated someone for around 5 months. And I was getting ready to spend the rest of my year with them since we got together very early in 2019. I remember one day, I checked my messages with them and none of my texts were reaching them. Oh my gosh, ghoster! I asked their friends, and their friends told me that it was working just fine on their end. I tried contacting them as best as I could, but all I received in turn was block. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Ghoster nga. Saan ba yan? Taga-UST ba yan? Joke lang.
Oh my god.
No, I mean no offense to
Shots
anyone.
fired. Okay, wait. Di pa pala tapos. A year later, they texted me saying that their parents blocked all of their phone contacts, including me. But by that time, I had already moved on. Grabe. I had
Ouch.
the opportunity to pursue them again, but by that time, I learned that something already broken can't be fixed easily.
Tama. Okay, sorry.
So we just stayed friends. Friends became acquaintances, and acquaintances became strangers.
Oh, period.
Sakit na.
Period.
I felt that.
Ang deep. Like, they tried. At least, alam mo yun, nag-try sila.
At least they
Pero
tried.
wala.
Following that somber story is another somewhat somber story. Love Month really hits different in APCO. Our lovely anonymous sender writes, ang hirap pala kapag hindi mo kayang panindigan. Damdamin ng may gusto sa'yo, no? Especially those times when you think you're ready but so much doubt takes over your thinking and suddenly, you're back to square one. Grabe.
Uy.
I like
Napakatid
that.
naman ang start na yan.
Yes.
Okay, ito pa. Right now, I have this arrangement with someone in class. Let's name them Jay.
Yan,
We've
Jay
come
na
to a
naman.
Jay, di ba?
Mga Jay talaga. True.
We've come to a mutual understanding that we like each other, but I'm not so sure now. It's not because there's someone else or my feelings went away. It's me. Grabe.
It's not you, it's me. Not
It's
this.
Okay, wait. Yung sabi din ni Anon, I've told Jay many times that I'm not ready for a relationship now or anytime soon. And they understood it. I'm glad they did. And they still flirt with me as if they probably didn't get hurt by me not entering any commitments now. They don't expect me to make them a priority in my life because we aren't a thing. And to be honest, that's really sweet of them.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. My feelings for Jay are feelings that are more than friends. The scary realization I had was that I don't like Jay as much as me getting into a relationship with them. Yet I want to keep them close. It's selfish of me, I know.
Yes. Selfish ka
Very
talaga.
selfish.
Oo,
Pero-
buti alam
Oh my
mo.
gosh. Continue. I like
let's
this
go,
story.
let's go. I'm the worst person at commitment. A series of mistrusts and misunderstandings led me to having commitment and trust issues, which, as far as I know, are very evident today. I might seem like that one person who's happy-go-lucky and befriends everyone I meet. But in reality, I'm just someone who guards and walls are high up.
Oh my gosh. Parang kilala ko tong taong to eh. Pero
Oh?
I don't know. I don't want to assume. I just know
Okay.
stories.
Okay,
but yeah.
Tama.
Okay, eto. Getting into relationship sounds fun. Keyword sound. There's always that one person we think we're ready for, and just as you feel it's time, all your fears start to come to you, and you can't help but suddenly question if you're at your best to do anything. Then you back out, not even fighting for what was there. It hurts so much, honestly. Oh.
Grabe. You can see them try.
Okay.
Pero,
Yeah.
wala. Ganun
They
talaga.
kinda tried, pero
Okay. Ito din sabi ni Anon, I don't want to keep leading them on. The last thing I want to do is hurt them because they're still recovering from something heavy that they went through. I don't want to seem selfish for holding on to someone that I myself am uncertain of what I should do with them. I know I like Jay, but why do I feel like letting them go is the best thing for the both of us right now? Ano ang masasabi niyo dyan, DJ Neves and DJ Han? I feel like parang super sayang talaga eh, no?
Pero
Ito
siguro,
talaga. Ay, sige,
Pero
go. Go, Navis!
go Navis!
parang yung love talaga. Kapag magko-commit ka, kailangan mo ng courage. Kung wala kang courage, wala. Hindi siya
Period.
happen, you know?
Tama.
That's true though.
Ka na lang mag-commit, charis.
Well, personally din kasi like, I guess it just ano rin, like, it'll just come to a point din na tama yung realization niya na they have to let them go because in the end, silang dalawa yung masasaktan, hindi lang siya. because
True.
you wanted this to happen, but you knew it was bound to happen pala. So, sino man nanalo sa huli? Wala.
Tsaka, there's so many fish in the sea. Okay lang yan.
Yes.
Bag.
Yeah,
Wala.
that's true though. And of course, as a senior, of course, may college pa ako. So like, okay.
Oh my God.
Yarn.
Okay, sorry. Woo! Okay, so Ace, I think this one is for you, no? So, Anon writes, growing up in a fairly traditional Chinese household, my perception of love is somewhat nene. Oh my gosh, ginagamit pala yung term na yun hanggang ngayon.
Nene.
But okay, nene. I've never quite related to my peers, those who got into relationships at age 11 or did
What?
PDA. 11?
11?
Baby.
Siguro, nanonood pa ako ng Phineas and Ferb noon.
Same.
Yeah, and then sabi pa niya, it was fun to joke about though. Now that I think about it, maybe the fact that my parents verbally banned me from pursuing relationships till I am over the age of 24. Hallelujah, I see an old maiden life awaiting for me. Well, Anon, you'll get there soon. Or that my close friends and I don't talk about the crushes we have has somewhat skewed my perception of love. To me, it is an unfathomable concept. Interesting. Oh! Yeah, and then sabi pa niya, a few years ago, around my birthday, a former classmate of mine, I heard he moved to a different country, dropped off a bright orange Hermes paper bag at our school. Hermes,
Uy.
grabe namang brand yan.
Grabe, rich kids.
Rich yan. Tapos sabi pa niya, by that time, I had already left and was at my Chinese tutor a few buildings away. I picked up a call from my best friend saying that this classmate, let's call him RM. Oh, Army pala tong anon natin to eh. Had given her a paper bag with a charcoal drawing of my face and a letter of admiration inside. Wow, that's kind of sweet. Me when joke. I laughed uncomfortably and somewhat uncontrollably, telling my tutor mate and friend about it. We joked about the Hermes paper bag na walang Hermes na laman.
Paper bag lang
Paper
pala.
bag lang pala. Despite the jokes, however, I felt extremely creeped out. How could RM like me when we haven't spoken in over a year, and when we did, our conversations were brief? How did he know we were getting out of school early that day when he didn't go to our school anymore? Why did he draw my face?
Creep. Charis. Joke.
I don't know medyo in the middle ako, pero it's kinda I found it unsettling, of course. I don't want to invalidate his sincerity, but as I spoke to other friends about it, they deemed it as a sweet gesture. Mr. DJ, Mr. Miss DJ, do you think it's a cute move? Am I overthinking it? What do you guys think? DJ Naves and DJ EJ.
I don't know. I'm iffy about it.
Me also. Like,
Yeah.
But like, imagine someone drawing you. Like that's such a
Yeah.
on a daily basis.
oo nga eh. Like, parang, I guess, at both perspectives, it's sweet, but then it's also like, weird. Like,
Not close.
hello?
Yeah. Siguro, let's leave it to ano na lang, to
Let's leave it to our viewers to like, decide.
Yeah, that's why bago kayo mag-draw ng someone, dapat make sure, medyo ka-close nyo naman.
Yeah,
Kasi
that's
at sila
true.
nagdodraw ka rin para not super weird.
Mhm.
So,
That's true. Okay.
to keep it rolling, we all have our favorite romantic comedy tropes.
Yes.
Tama.
Favorite rom-com ko, I guess, I like when it comes to rom-com movies, I'm more into Adam Sandler movies, if you guys are
yes.
Mhm.
like, very light-hearted lang and, very happy ending and stuff. So I like those types. How about you guys? DJ Han and DJ EJ? What are your tropes?
Ako, like, as a trope, gusto ko yung medyo scandalous. Joke lang. No. I like it. Yeah, same din. Like, when it's lighthearted lang. Or, minsan, like, alam mo yung, you can predict what's gonna happen, pero makikilig ka pa rin. I like those kinds kasi I'm a really like, chill person. I don't really have anything juicy or anything. Pero talagang lighthearted romantic comedy movies are just like, yay! Yeah.
Yeah,
Lala.
tama. Ako, I think my favorite trope. Sorry, medyo basic kasi ako eh. Kaya I really love Friends to Lovers. Ewan ko kung bakit. And bet ko rin yung ano ba tawag doon? Hindi ko alam kung ano yung specific na tawag. Basta yung very energetic girl and very mysterious, serious guy.
Yeah.
Ganon.
Alam ko yun.
Yeah.
Taste.
Trope.
Yeah.
Ganun. Well, to all our listeners whose favorite trope is Friends to Lovers like DJ EJ, our anonymous sender writes, in every class, especially when you're younger, it's not uncommon to see students label themselves science kids, Beyblade kids, artsy kids.
Yeah.
Among all those students, however, just 2 were deeply interested in civics. Wow, civics. Like, if you're not
grabe
like,
naman.
civics is like social science. Parang ganon.
Mm-hmm.
Tapos, me and my academic rival turned friend, Caroline. Carol and I shared exciting and competitive conversations about the news we had caught earlier in the day or pieces of history we learned from videos online. Grabe!
We love that.
Ano to? Enemies to lovers, but
Enemies,
joke lang.
but friends, but lovers.
Yung tama.
Lahat na. Tapos, Anon continues, we texted and called back. When texting and calling meant having to spend money. Initially, I was oblivious to her feelings for me and my feelings for her until I realized I did not do the things I did with her with anybody else.
Wow.
Yung kilig ko.
Wala
Okay.
akong masabi. When I heard she liked me from a friend, I confessed to her and we began going out. I thought it couldn't go wrong. After all, we were similar.
Teka lang ah.
Ganon?
Oh my
Cliffhanger?
gosh, sorry for my clock. But then, like, teka lang ah. Buti na lang, signal yon. As much as I want to be kilig, akala ko ba heartbreak pinag-uusapan natin?
Tama. Oo nga.
Bakit parang sweet to?
Wait, DJ Han, wait for it lang. Ito na, yung kasunod.
Yun
Through
na.
our relationship, I learned more about Carol. That despite her independent thought, her family's views influenced her greatly, and that even if we agreed on things initially, it wouldn't be strange of her to double down upon reviewing family input. I respected her values, although at times I did worry that she was worrying her own feelings too much. I thought that Carol will always be Carol, but this difference eventually began causing a rift between us. Damn.
Sayang.
We decided to take a break and we spent about a month apart. I decided that our difference is something we can overcome. I couldn't rationalize not being with Carol, and so when she asked me out again, I agreed. Grabe. Kapag gusto talaga, gusto.
May paraan.
Oo nga. Buti pa to pinaglalaan mo. Okay, go to. Okay, continuing.
I hung on to the thought that we were similar, but our values, despite our interests, made us act in ways that were not compatible. Eventually, I realized that regardless of my feelings for her as an individual, we didn't suit each other as partners. We eventually came to a mutual agreement to stay friends instead. I knew it hurt because I loved her, but ultimately, I don't regret our breakup.
Oh, sila yung pinagtagpo pero hindi dinadhana.
Yeah, ayun.
True. Parang hirap talaga to be with a partner that you don't click with.
Yeah,
Like,
totoo.
kayo. You
Well,
know,
I
like,
think they clicked at first. Pero like, sayang
Yeah.
talaga. Like,
the more you
yeah.
know about the person.
that's true.
That's true. And that concludes the first part of Mr. DJ, Can I Make a Request Again? What do you think of our stories today, ASHS? Comment your favorite emoji down below before part 2 airs. Yay!
See you all there.
on part 2.
And we're back. Hello, everyone. I have my tea right here. So, let's get back right into it. Tara.
Tama. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Okay. Ayan na. Okay, so, Anon says, I used to be this young, timid girl that wanted nothing more but to be loved and appreciated.
Why?
What a start. Yeah. The sabi pa niya. I was turning 14 at that time. For some, it might be an early age to even be exposed to the concept of love. But we're all bound to experience it sometime in our lives, right? I just got a head start. Oh, okay. I met this guy who was a year older than me. He was my senior. Oh, interesting. Okay.
Okay.
I thought that he would be the one for me, but I was wrong. I was really wrong. Well, it's a senior. What do you expect? Joke lang. Don't mind me.
Not the senior slander.
No, not okay. I'm slandering my own kind. Joke lang. Okay. You might think that I said this way too suddenly when I just started to tell you my story. Well, let me take you with me back to the start. And everyone, please grab your tea. We're for red. Yes. Okay. So to start, sabi niya, in 2017, I made the first move and I messaged him on Facebook. He was nice and comforting, a typical approach of a senior towards his junior. Over the course of 2 months, I got to know him better. I knew that he was the career before love life type of person. I like that about him because I do agree that we should prioritize our personal ambitions first before we can focus on romance.
Tama.
That's true. Priorities, guys. Priorities. We competed in competitions together. We cheered on each other. We went out a couple of times. It was the best moment of junior high. I used to brag about that to my friends, and of course, the reactions would vary from sana all to when kaya. I felt like I had everything under control. I was a good student with good credentials, living a good life and handling a good relationship.
Sana all.
Buti pa siya.
All na lang.
I'm sorry, I can't be her. Okay. Fast forward to 1 year and 9 months later. I was scrolling on Twitter when I stumbled upon my partner's tweet that had 1 like. Out of curiosity, I viewed the page and it was an R18 account.
Oh my
The
God.
tea is hot today. Ooh.
SSW.
All of the tea. Okay.
Very spicy.
Very scandalous. Okay, ito sabi pa niya. All of the details such as the age, the way the account handler phrases their words, and the blurred photo looked way too similar. I was trembling and I was questioning myself. This couldn't be happening. Maybe I thought wrong. I prayed that I would have the wrong assumption, but no.
Oh my God.
Isang tanong ko lang, why? Okay. So sabi pa niya, I confronted him about the account. I asked him if he owns it. All he replied was, I'm sorry. Is that all what you have to say? Wow. I still remember how I bawled my eyes out that night. I remember how I started blaming myself because I might have been a terrible partner for him. No! Never blame yourself. Never, never, never. The next day, I finally had the time to evaluate and process what happened. I was finally aware that our relationship couldn't go any further because he isn't strict. Okay, sorry, I read that in a different context, but moving on. He probably cheated on me because I was limiting him from embracing his real identity. Oh, I see. He cheated because of something.
Yeah.
Because of something he's facing with himself. Okay, I see. I held on to our relationship for 2 more months. And when he cheated on me again for someone that he met on Twitter, he decided to end everything between us. Sorry, Anon. Sorry. It was such a bitter ending, especially considering the fact that our relationship became too messy and everyone was starting to intervene.
Mm-hmm.
Keep your
Honestly, yeah. Ano yun, Ace? Ano yun?
Keep your relationship private talaga.
Tama.
That's true. Honestly, I couldn't even tell you if this story truly encapsulates the right person, wrong timing experience. He was neither of those since there were other factors that led our relationship to a wind up. Nonetheless, I am finally in a healthier relationship. Yeah, congratulations.
Congratulations.
You deserve that. Okay. He's still out there exploring his individuality, and I'm proud for him for doing so. This serves as a reminder that everyone deserves a happy ending regardless of their past mistakes. I'm happy, he's happy. All that matters is that we get to live our lives freely and gladly.
Nagparaya. Nagparaya si Anon.
Pinabaya siya.
Forgiveness for that.
Yeah.
Well,
Kasi
at least
to
they're
be-
both happy.
Yeah. Pero kung kayo, if you guys got cheated on, hypothetical question, how would you guys react? Instant
Siguro
no.
si Ace na lang muna. Si Ace na lang.
Let's go, Ace.
Like, full on. Gano'n. Parang gano'n yung feeling. Parang, me, I'm such a like person na parang, why? So, it was, like
Yeah.
I'm me. Tapos biglang you're gonna do that. I can't do it. I can't handle it. So, yeah. I'm gonna wish for your downfall. Charis.
How about you, Nate?
Joke lang. Well, like everyone, siguro, in denial at muna at first. Siyempre, tinatanong mo sarili mo, like, saan ba ako nagkulang? Saan ba ako, ano yung pagkukulang ko na wala ako, ganun. But I guess, it's not on me anymore. It's on them because I can't change anything about myself. Sila, it's their problem anymore. Like, baka
True.
sila. Maybe I'll cry for it for like a week. Joke lang. Not a week, but like, maybe, max of one day. And then, I don't know, keep trying to move on.
Tama.
Exactly. Love the self first.
Yes, tama yan. Self-love, everyone.
True. How about you, DJ EJ?
Yeah, nga.
That's so
How about
funny.
you, DJ EJ?
That's so funny. Di talaga ako makarelate. Pero, if for example, if for example, I got cheated on, siguro, mga 3 days yung iyakan, and then I have 2 days to move on. Siguro ganun lang yung time frame. And then, ayun nga, same with Anon. Siguro, ma-feel ko na maybe nagkulang ako as a partner. Maybe may ginawa akong mali. Pero, at the end of the day, their relationship worked out for the best naman siguro. Kasi they're both happy. Anon's in a really healthy relationship right now. And then, the guy, siguro, I just hope that he's, happy na rin. Nakahanap na siya ng the right one for him. Kaya ayun, siguro, it really just takes time, and then you just have to search for other people out there to truly find someone who matches you talaga. So ayun.
Yeah.
Oh, the vibe. Grabe, what a way to start part 2. I do agree that we should always prioritize, finding ourselves first before pursuing a relationship, especially because we may end up hurting someone like Anon.
Tama.
Right?
And again, please prioritize your happiness, guys. Self-love all the way.
Period. Pero eto, would you consider yourself an optimistic or pessimistic person? Ako kasi, I'm a bit of both. Oh, a bit of both? Ano kaya yun? Hindi, pero kasi may mga instances na, kunwari may nangyaring bad or something na hindi ko na-expect yung outcome. Siguro isipin ko na, siguro this is for me, this is destined, this is my fate, ganon. Pero minsan, mapapaisip ko na lang din talaga na, ano ba yan, sayang, I should have done better. Bakit ito pa yung nangyari sa akin? Kayo?
Sino mauna?
So first, DJ.
Sige. Ako, a bit of both then, like EJ. Pero yung kapag tinanong ako, is the glass half empty or the glass half full? Sasagutin ko, basta may laman. Yun. Basta alam niyo yun. Like,
Tama Tama.
Get straight to the point. But it depends on my mood, honestly. Like, I have different moods and personalities that just is out there. Yeah. Ikaw, Ace.
For
Are you
me,
an
I'm more
optimistic
of
or
like,
pessimistic?
whatever life throws at me, I can handle it. Parang ganon. So,
Tama.
Tama yan.
I may sulk about it for like a few moments in my life and then, okay na. I'll handle it. Ganyan. Parang ganon
Yes.
ako with the things that come. So,
That's so
bit of
tama.
both din siguro. But more on the optimistic side.
Yes, tama yan. Tama.
Tama.
Yeah.
Well, eto na nga. Our next story is about finding balance. Nako, why does it sound sweet? Ako lang ba? Or feel nyo rin? Anyway, nangyari sa grunge concept natin, nakala ko ba anti-romantic?
Oo ka! Bakit parang tapping na tayo?
Diba?
Well,
Sana
I'll take
all.
anything.
Yeah. Ito na nga. Our anonymous respondent writes, I'm a pessimist. I find it difficult to imagine situations going as I hope. It simply feels unnatural and emotionally draining. Although I do have a solid group of friends from junior high school and a few from senior high school, it took a long time for me to open up to them, and so alongside with my quite negative perception is my inability to have deep conversations with people I am unfamiliar with. Which is why I was surprised to see myself speak so naturally and openly to, let's call her Vivi. Vivi is an optimist. She is a bright and excited person who very rarely expresses negative sentiments when faced with difficult situations. Sana all si Vivi, no?
True.
Vivi, bias ko yan sa Luna. Joke lang. Okay. But yeah, sana all,
Sana
polar
all.
opposites. Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is getting pretty exciting. So
Yeah.
ito pa. We balance each other out. When we speak to each other, we become realists rather than pessimists or optimists. I have thoroughly enjoyed our conversations as we are able to provide contrasting perspectives due to our personalities. Parang yin yang, ganun.
Oh, wow.
Super
Yes.
interesting yung vibe nila.
Yeah, tama. Ito pa. When I'm with her, When I am with her, I am able to speak comfortably, and so when she told me she was going to attend college outside the country, I felt conflicted and, to be honest, quite sad. I don't want to hold her back, but I also hope our relationship turns into an unsuccessful one due to the poor timing. Ayan. What do you guys have to say about that?
Wrong timing talaga.
Yeah, tama. Ito talaga yung
No.
wrong person, right timing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Grabe talaga timing, no? Like, talagang, even though it's something abstract. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Even though it's something like, we might not care about it a lot, but it's just something you really have to pay attention to. Kaya nga yung theme natin ngayon, right person, wrong timing. Well, guys, ito na nga yun.
yes. How about you, Ace? What do you feel about this story?
Parang yung timing, it's part of life talaga. Like, the people who get it, like, the people who can sense it, then they're so amazing, like you can,
Yeah.
parang, yung mga taong, parang napaplano nila yung things that come to them, and yung mga manifesting stuff, mga ganon, parang ang galing nila, and it's all about, the connection of yourself to the universe.
Love that.
Tama yan. I like that.
How about you, DJ EJ?
Ako, I feel like all of the previous stories na binasa natin, super sayang talaga because there are a lot of factors to consider when you're falling in love. O, diba? Expert. Love that.
Experience.
That's
Yeah,
true.
experience.
Experience.
Yeah. Ako, diba, I'm in a relationship. Flex.
Ay, okay.
Yeah. Tapos, parang, for us, everything worked out really well. Siguro, sortihan na lang talaga sa person, sortihan na lang talaga sa circumstances, and it really just depends on the person if ready na ba talaga sila mag-commit or if they feel like they click with this person or not. So, I have this thought process na kailangan mong i-consider before falling in love. So, it's quite technical. Pero kayo, yun.
It's in the vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the vibes. Yeah, that's true.
It's in the vibes. So how about LDR? What is your opinion on LDR?
Do you want to go first? DJ Hans?
Sige, I can go. Ako my opinion LDR. Alam nyo, like, I've heard so much stories about LDR. Like, I've always heard this thing na kung ginusto nyo yan, ipaglalaban nyo yan. For me, I'm kinda like impartial to that, but I don't completely disagree with either because kasi it's the circumstances, because when you get into an LDR, it's the circumstances you're considering na.
Yeah.
Considering that, you know, this person may be busy when you're not, or this person may be tired but you're not. Like parang
The
ganun.
timing.
Yeah, exactly. Timing. It's just really like ako, like, kasi one of my life mottos is kung hindi kaya, wag nang pilitin. Even though you have that fight inside, if hindi talaga kaya, like, you don't see yourself like gaining anything from it, like benefiting from it anymore in the future. What point is there to continue fighting? Ganun. That's just me. But like, I guess talaga kung gustong-gusto nyo yan, like, I don't know, this unbreakable promise of somehow anything like that, then go ahead. But again, you just have to consider everything now that you're entering into an LDR. Wow!
Big brain! Love that!
Parang namang nagka-LDR na ako. Okay. How about ikaw ba, DJ EJ? Ano bang opinion mo sa LDR?
LDR, hindi ko pa siya na-experience, pero me and my partner, parang it's in the same concept, or parang we're experiencing LDR na rin kahit pa paano, kasi
kasi
nga,
we're
in a pandemic, we can't go out that much. We try to limit our contact with other people as much as possible, syempre, for safety reasons na rin. And then, I feel like kahit na LDR, magagawa niyo talaga ng paraan. So, parang contradicting to what Nate said kanina na if hindi nyo kaya, wag nang pilitin. Pero I disagree. Kung gusto nyo, may paraan. So, ayun.
There's a will, there's a way.
Yeah, tama.
Well, our final story for today is from a person who is currently in a long-distance relationship. And she goes on and she says, my girlfriend and I met in grade 8. Although we had gone into the same school for a while, we only became classmates in grade 10. Through a project in which we were the main contributors, we became friends. Ganon talaga kapag hindi pa buhat, you know? Nagbabond sila, no?
Tama.
Slight.
And then, as a person who is systematic and sometimes overly logical with her thoughts, I admired her creativity and ability to write well. At some point, I realized that I liked her because I was unsure of whether she was open to dating women. I refrained from confessing. Despite this, we became closer, and one day, I decided to nonchalantly tell her how I feel. To my surprise, she reciprocated my feelings. For about half a year, we enjoyed our relationship just as any couple would be. But then the pandemic happened, and we practically became long distance. We still chat every day, but we are only able to meet physically about once a month. Once a month compared to other relationships now, I think kind of plenty.
Considering it's a pandemic.
Yeah.
Tapos, she later on continues, we became legitimately long distance when she moved to the US with her family. Thankfully, we have been able to sustain a loving relationship. However, I can't deny that our timing couldn't have been worse.
Grabe. Another story about timing. Grabe talaga yung timing na yan.
True. at least, until now, they're trying to make it work. Ito yung sabi ni
Yeah.
DJ kanina.
Here you
Na-
are.
Yeah.
Kapag gusto talaga, it'll work.
Yeah. Okay, I can't disagree on that anymore. But just to add lang, like, grabe sila. Like, considering nasa US siya, tapos sa
Yeah.
Pilipinas, as someone who came from the US like a month ago, yung, what do you call
Culture.
that? No.
The time zone.
Ayun, the time zones
difference.
are really parang it's hard to maintain, but good for them. Like,
Yeah.
when joke lang no.
We win.
We win. But I'm happy for them though. Really happy.
Yes.
Same.
Okay, so that wraps up all of our stories for today. How are you feeling, DJ Navis and DJ Hans?
Hindi ko alam. Ayoko sabihin in love, pero parang ganun na nga.
How about you, DJ Hans?
Well, personally kasi, like, I just like hearing love stories from anyone, even though it's heartbreaking or, heart fulfilling. It's just nice to see that people are happy and, in love with their partners and all. It's just nice.
Yeah, isang malaking sana all. Kahit na yung stories natin today, medyo a bit of heartbreak, a bit of, redemption.
Some we're still hopeful naman.
Yeah.
Sana.
Sana all talaga. So, ayun. Now, before we formally end our program, let's do our shout-out session. I'll start. Okay. So, shout-out to 12 Gradetsky. Hello, guys. I love you all. Ang tagal na ng last shout-out ko, to be honest. Hindi pa ako nag-host. So, sorry. Ever since 2 months ago, ata, if I'm not
Ooh.
Booked
mistaken.
and busy.
I'm booked and busy. Tapos, ayun, shoutout sa inyo, Gradetsky. Sana kaya pa kasi katatapos lang natin ng midterms week and then the teachers are posting final requirements na and then we have to work on it and then puro group work na. So, it's really stressful right now
Mhm.
in our section. And then also shout out to my partner. Syempre, happy Valentine's Day. So kailangan may shout out. Yay! Okay. So now let's call on DJ Hans since ikaw naman yung special host natin dito ngayon sa SOAR.
Well, thank you guys. Thank you guys for having me here. Like, really, it's an honor. Honor. Actually, share ko lang, like, tinanong ko lang si Iana if they needed help with anything. But, I would gladly help anytime. So, shout out, of course, to my class 12 Kive. Laban lang, guys. We're near the end of third quarter. So, like, again, kakayanin at lalaban lang. And then, shout out also to... Joke. Shout out also to APCO. To APCO. Sana kunin niyo pa ako. Wow, joke lang. Shout in the dark yun. And also shout out, of course, to everyone watching. Thank you guys for watching. And to my crush. Yeah, yun lang masasabi ko. Yay. Happy Valentine's then. Yeah. So, DJ Ace, your turn to shout out.
I think I would just shout out 11 Hurtado, my class, and all Hume sections then.
Yes, tama!
Tama. Woo! Go Humes!
Segment. And also I'd like to shout out my cousin because I remember she watched the first the episode.
Wow.
Sorry, episode I was
Yes.
sabi niya, why didn't I give her a shout out? So this is her shout out. Hi Sam. This is for you. Tapos, another would be sa, wala kasi akong crush. So, I just say future crush. Ganon.
Yes, tama yan.
Out for you. I'm just here waiting, Ganon. That's all for my shout outs.
Yay! Ayan.
Yay.
Thank you so much, everyone. And again, I am DJ EJ.
I am DJ Navis.
And I am DJ Han.
And see
we
you next
see you
time.
soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Are you feeling sore? We can make that better. Tune in to the Ateneo Senior High School's first radio program, SOAR, the Seniors on Air Radio. Don't change that channel yet, because SOAR is ready to put the you in you. SOAR, Seniors on Air, here on Radyo-Katipunan 87.9 FM. Radyo-Katipunan, down from the hill and down to the world. Radyo-Katipunan, the voice of the Blue Eagle.